12:33, you are listening to the Mid-Morning Talk on Salam Media with me, Mario Makwanda. A group of students had challenged the prohibition against wearing the hijab in the classrooms, and this has sparked national debate over religious and minority rights in the country. Delivering its verdict on Tuesday, the Karnataka High Court ruled that hijabs didn't constitute a part of essential religious practice in the Islamic faith. And to tell us more, we have Delhi-based journalist Ghazala Ahmad. Assalamu alaikum, Ghazala. Thanks for joining me.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you, Mariam.
Quickly give us a recap on what led to the situation and the hijab ban and the students protesting.
All right. It all started when a group of Muslim students were barred from attending classes at one of the states of India, that is Karnataka. They were told to remove their hijab if they want to study further. These girls resisted this intimidation, and they protested for a long while. While they were harassed by the saffron goons, the hate mongers, the goons which are being supported by the government and the establishment here in India, but they kept resisting their religious identity. And the matter later reached to one of the courts of the state, which said that which passed interim order and said that that students should not wear any of the religious attire to the classes till this case gives the final hearing of the case. And yesterday came the final verdict of this case, and the court ruled that no students, no Muslim students will wear hijab to the college or to any of the educational institution in Karnataka, and also said in its order that hijab is not an essential practice in Islam. This is what happened.
Mhm. Now, the Home Affairs Minister Amit Shah, who is obviously has a lot support after Modi, said that all religions should accept the school's dress code. But is there a problem with including the hijab as part of the school's dress code? I mean, if you can get one specific color and have that included into the school's dress code, would that be a problem?
I thought we lost connection now.
Yeah, did you get my question, Ghazala? Should I repeat it?
I think we should repeat it.
All right. Now, the Home Affairs, or rather, the Home Minister Amit Shah said that all religions should accept the school's dress code. But is there a problem with including the headscarf as part of the uniform?
Yeah, definitely. This is a problem for the establishment as well as the right wing which is present in the country. The uniformity reason is being given to get off with the ideology they want to impose in all of the Indians, especially on the Muslims. The uniformity is an excuse which is being given by all these religious leaders. Sorry, all of these political leaders, and also through the authorities or the Karnataka states. There is this the hijab thing has nothing to do with the uniformity. The girls wear all the essential uniforms, all the things which are essential in the uniforms to the college, but hijab is something which they do due to their faith, which they do due to their religion. And all this is being done to strip these Muslim women, these Muslim girls of their dignity, and to dehumanize Muslims in the country.
Hmm. Now, what implications will this verdict have on Muslim students in India as a whole?
First, I mean, this the decision is multi-layered, I think, and it has various implications. One of which is that these Muslim girls will not get an opportunity to study further or will get higher education, because if you will ask us to remove our hijab and do our, we'll not do that, because this is something which is very essential in our religion. Also, it is a command by Allah. It is very much essential to our faith, to our religion. We will not do it. So this is going to affect the education of Muslim women at large. Second thing is that these Muslim girls, these in particular, were harassed and intimidated by some, some people, some saffron scarf wearing men who are supported and got get impunity by the government. And these men who possess such kind of ideology will get encouragement, will get emboldened, will get more power to intimidate, harass, and molest Muslim women more. Third thing is that such kind of decisions are going to give more power to the establishment, which is very much Islamophobe in nature.
Mm-hmm. There has already sparked a debate across the nation and even globally. We've seen global protest. Should we expect more hijab bans across the country?
This is happening even without an order. This is happening across the country. This is not that if an order come and they will do such things. They are continuously doing things which are dehumanizing Muslims in the country. Muslims are not allowed to offer namaz. Muslims girls are continuously being stripped of their dignity time and again. I am one of the example of that. I was asked to remove my hijab to get a job in journalism. There are several other women in different other states in which women are being asked to remove their hijab. This is going to have wider implication, I must say.
Mm-hmm. Now, talk to us about your situation. After having found out that the Muslim girls cannot write exams due to their hijab, you were one of the women who were not who could not get a job due to your hijab. Tell us about that situation.
We have already talked about this on Salam Media. I was interviewed
Mm-hmm.
by you guys, and it was it was a similar kind of situation. I studied journalism. I had all the essential things that are required to get a job, but I was denied for a job because I come with some sets of my some sets of my religious identities, and they told me that you are not allowed to work in the media because you wear hijab. And you see, this to practice religion is our constitutional right. Our Indian Constitution in Article 15 tell us, I mean, grant us all the right to profess, to promote, to
Oh, seems like we've lost
this is
Ghazala. Okay, she's back. Okay, Ghazala, I'm not sure what happened there, but we lost you. May you please continue?
yeah. Should I tell it again, like what happened? Uh,
Yes, you may. You may continue.
you see, the right to religion is our constitutional right. Our Constitution
The connection is really poor there with Ghazala. We will try to re-establish communication with her. We are talking about the hijab ban. The uh, the Indian court has upheld a ban on the hijab in class in the southern state of Karnataka, and Ghazala was giving us some insight into that case. And you know, there has been a widespread hijab ban. It's not just in India, as we've seen recently, but it's also been happening in Europe, some parts of the US, the UK as well. It's like there is a ploy to get Muslim women to stop wearing the hijab some way or the other. And the funny thing is that you want people to have freedom, but you don't want them to express themselves with this freedom that you've given them. You don't want them to practice their religion freely, but you tell them that no, you're free to practice your religion. You're free to do A, B, and C. What are your thoughts? We'd like to hear from you. The lines are open. Um, WhatsApp 061 766 0355. You can also leave your comments in the comment section below. And okay, we've managed to get Ghazala back. Ghazala is giving us some insight into this banning. And Ghazala was also previously interviewed on Salam Media about her not getting a job due to her wearing a hijab. And she is one of the many women who have been subjected to that. Ghazala, please continue about your journey there with not being able to get a job because you wore the hijab.
I cannot hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. I can hear
I
you.
cannot hear you. You are not audible.
All right. There must be an issue on your side if you cannot hear me. Um, we will catch up with Ghazala after the break and we will get some final comments. So please stay with us.
Islamic Relief responded immediately with life saving aid. When the cameras left, we remained to rebuild the shattered lives. We believe that not a leaf falls, but that Allah knows it. You too can help Islamic Relief rebuild Gaza. Donate today at www.islamic-relief.org.za.
Kids these days are smart, and when you're competing for their attention against their smartphones, you need to make smart choices, like using Sunfoil triple refined pure sunflower oil in every meal you make. It's naturally cholesterol free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether you're cooking, frying, or baking, you get the great tasting results that'll get their attention faster than the latest app. And if that doesn't work, change the Wi-Fi password. Sunfoil. Now we're cooking.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042 203 1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media, your humanitarian broadcaster.
I'm still chatting to Ghazala Ahmad, a Delhi based journalist in India, Delhi, in case you don't get that. Delivering its verdict on Tuesday, the Karnataka High Court ruled that hijabs or Islamic headscarves didn't constitute a part of essential religious practice in the Islamic faith. It dismissed petitions filed by Muslim students who had been barred from attending classes. The court ruled that the state's government was within its right to have issued an order enforcing school dress codes, saying it was a reasonable restriction that was permissible under the constitution. And Ghazala, I hope Ghazala can hear me this time around. Ghazala is giving us some insight on the implications of this verdict and the rising anti Muslim sentiments in India. Ghazala could not get a job because of her wearing a scarf. And some of us are very fortunate and we hope to not be in a situation like that. And we pray for our sisters across the globe to be allowed to. To don the hijab wherever and whenever. Ghazala, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, and
Yes,
you
I
were
can.
talking to us earlier about your challenge with not getting a job just because you wear hijab. And how did that make you feel? And now knowing that this ban has been, upheld, and more so when they say that the uh, uh, the the constitution, the constitute, it did not, the headscarf rather, didn't constitute a part of the essential religious practice in the Islamic faith.
As I am talking to you about this hijab ban, I'm utterly in pain and very, very much disappointed because I know this is going to have implication on an entire country. And if not today, tomorrow it is going to knock at our doors as well. So to resist all this, we are not going to stop over here. We are these girls, and we all are approaching the apex court in the country to challenge this particular verdict. So and we really are very hopeful that the court will help us and provide us justice. And obviously, these rights are granted by the constitution to us, that we can profess and propagate and practice our religion.
Hmm. So will this court ruling be contested?
Yes, obviously, as I am telling you that we are going to approach the high court.
We lost you there again.
Yes, we are reaching the apex court of the country and will challenge this particular verdict in the highest court of the country.
All right, Ghazala, quickly give us your conclusion to all of this here. Well, what do you want to say to the young girls and the women watching across the globe, more especially in India?
First of all, I just want to say to all the women who are wearing hijab and who do this very religiously, that we just keep one thing in mind, that this is not something we do out of our choices. This is something which is related to our religion, and we do all of these things, including hijab, because our Allah has commanded us to do this, and we are not going to sit back and relax. This verdict is something, and again I'm saying this is something which has been commanded by our creator. Along with this, if we are living in India, this is our constitutional right, this is our human right to whatever we want to do, we can. And this particular verdict is a violation of that human right. This particular verdict is a violation of that fundamental right, and it is completely criminal, completely unacceptable, and we are not going to sit back and relax. We are going to contest this until we are going to get our rights back.
Hmm. All right, Ghazala, we wish you well there, and we will catch up with you soon, inshallah. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you.
Delhi based journalist Ghazala Ahmad, giving us some insight into the court ruling there, where they have upheld a ban on the hijab in class in the southern state of Karnataka in India. Now, a group of students had challenged the prohibition against wearing hijab in school. And this has sparked wide debate across India, and it has also caused a protest across the globe. I mean, there have been protests in South Africa as well in support, in solidarity of the sisters in India who wear the hijab. And Aisha Hajira Almaz, one of the students who lodged the court challenge, said she couldn't fathom how the court could say the hijab wasn't essential to their religion. She said she would refuse to attend classes and her exams without her hijab. And I quote, we had so much hope in our judicial system, in our society, and constitutional values. But we are feeling we've been betrayed by our own country. Supporters of the ban say it is intended to enforce a uniform dress code and an atmosphere that is the same for all students. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai from the country's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party called for calm and for all parties to respect the court's ruling. Ahead of Tuesday's verdict, the government issued an order banning large gatherings for a week in the state capital, Bangalore. The district administration in Udupi shut schools and colleges for the day. Lawyers and student groups supporting the students said the students were now considering filing an appeal to the country's Supreme Court, open quote. This order is a declaration of the status of Muslims in India, that Indian Muslims are second class citizens, close quote. Mohammed Tahir, a lawyer for the students, said after the verdict. Um, so, what are your thoughts on this? And let's keep the conversations going even outside of this interview. You may leave them in the comments section below or send them to us on WhatsApp. The number is 061 and you can use the hashtag hijab ban. You're listening to the Mid Morning Talk on Salam Media with me, Maria Makwanda.